गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः सीताया पतये नमः। We are looking at how Kaushik Brahman or Mahatma Kaushik along with Malav and Malti and Jana, all of them went to Vishnu Lok, and at that time God, the Lord Vishnu, he invited him, and there and we saw that he gave him told him, you can live here, you can be one of the parshads, etc. And for his what you call, so that he likes the Vishnu Lok, he asked the parshadas and other people there to sing beautiful songs, to play the veena, and all the people who knew the art of music and poetry and various things, he all asked them to play, so that Mahatma Kaushik can enjoy. And once the music started with all these people, here it says millions of dasis came together also to listen. Gayamana samayata Lakshmir Vishnu parigraha Vruta sahasra koti bhir Vatrapani bhira shugaihi Brahmadi surasangha sandhanam dhanam društva samagamam cheti ganadhiparushta bhushundi dhanvita brahmadin jayantyah tan muninश्चापि samantatah utsaryam duram संहृष्टा विष्ठिताः पर्वतोपमाः सर्वे बहिर्विनिर्याताः सार्धं वै ब्राह्मणासुराः युक्तमित्येव भाषन्तः प्रभोरग्रे वयं तु के तस्थु प्राञ्जलय सर्वे त्रिदशागतमन्यवः तस्मिन् क्षणे समाहूतः तुम्बुरुर्मानपूर्वकम्. Till 7th we will see वो तुम्बू आ गया अभी, हाँ. And they were holding the veenas in their hand, and those who come and go very quickly, thousands of dasis came with the holding the veena and singing, and as a result of that, the Mahatma Kaushik gained all the Lakshmi. Lakshmi means all the wealth that was there here. We are not talking about only the wealth of the material wealth. Here we are talking about spiritual wealth. And that time, Brahmaji and the various gods who had all gathered together to see this beautiful, spectacular view that Mahatma Kaushik is sitting along with his friends, and all these gaan bajan chal raha hai. And at that time, Bhushundi, you know Bhushundi or Kak Bhushundi ji, Bhushundi ji, he became angry, and he said, and when he became angry, and that time Brahmaji, who is Bhushundi ji? He is devotee of who? Ram. Ram is who? Narayan. तो अब यहाँ पे मेरे को ये समझ नहीं आया कि ही इज़ come to know Ram. अभी तो Ramchandra ji has not taken birth yet. So he became angry, and he is the adhipati, he is the boss of all the Chetigana. वो Chetigana पता नहीं क्या होता है, मेरे को देखना पड़ेगा. And then Brahmadi and all the various munis, all those who were standing there, he started speaking bad about them. And at that time, he pushed everyone away. Sometimes in congregation it happens. Everyone is sitting quietly and listening to a satsang, and suddenly someone comes and they get in the middle of everything, and thoda udhar hona, thoda idhar hona, and they will come and sit down. And everyone has to move for that one person. नहीं तो थोड़ा सा हो जाओ, I will put my chair. And khar, all chairs move. ऐसे एक वाक भुषुंडी जी comes, and he took that place, and he sent who? Brahmaji and all the devatas, he sent them away from there. And all Brahmaji and all the other devatas, they started saying, it's correct what is happening, because in front of the Lord, who are we? We are nobody. Our power is very minuscule compared to Lord's. And in front of Lord, this is all happening. If he has told him to push us out, then what can we do? We can't say anything. And in this way, therefore, when they came to this conclusion that in front of God, Narayana, we are nobody, they did not allow the anger to come up, and they put their hands together and stood far away from where this whole congregation was. And at that time, Narayana, he called Tumburu. Tumburu is a Gandharva. Gandharva is a musician. And remember, पहले तो दासियां कर रही थी. Now he is called special musician. And he didn't just call him, he called him respectedly. Gandharva is lower than the Devatas. But he called him with respect and everything. And then he said to Tumburu, प्रविवेश समीपं वै देव्या देवस्य चैव हि तत्रासीनो यथा योगं नानामूर्छाक्षरान्वितं जगौकलपदं हृष्टो विपञ्चीं चाप्यवादयत विष्णुना कौशिकप्रीत्यै प्रयुक्तो गायकोत्तमैः नानारत्नसमायुक्तैः दिव्यैराभरणोत्तमैः दिव्यमाल्यैश्च वसनैः पूजितो विष्णुमन्दिरात् निर्गतस्तुम्बुरुः हृष्टो जगाम स यथागतं ब्रह्माद्यास्त्रिदशा सर्वे मुनयश्च यथागतं जग्मुर्विष्णुं प्रणम्योच्चैः जयेति भाषिणस्ततः नारदोत्थ मुनिर्दृष्ट्वा तुम्बुरो सत्क्रियां हरेः शोकाविष्टेन मनसा संतप्तहृदये क्षणः चिन्तामापे दिवांस्तत्र शोकमूर्छाकुलान्तरः ततः क्रोधेन महता जज्ज्वालमुनिपुङ्गवः लक्ष्मीं शशाप सहसा तद्दासीभिस्तिरस्कृतः. Till 14th. So what did he say? Now here, remember the context. What are we doing right now? See, what is the reason for Sitaji's birth? That's what we are seeing. तो अभी तक तो सारा ड्रामा ही देख रहे थे. Mahatma Kaushik and the whole village going there, they moving out, the king not happy, etc. And now all the musicians are there, but Lord Vishnu is not happy. He wants to do more for his devotee called Mahatma Kaushik. So he calls Tumburu, a special musician, and he came close in the 8th verse. He came close to all the devas and devis, and in a proper manner he sat down, and he started getting into the zone and started singing the beautiful padas, various compositions, and he started and also playing veena at the same time. and for to make Kaushik, Mahatma Kaushik happy, Lord Vishnu has appointed a great musician by the name of Tumburu with that conclusion. And then he says, he came into the Vishnu Lok, into the Vaikuntha, fully dressed with all the beautiful garments and beautiful ornaments and beautiful precious stones and all divine, and did the performance, and then he came in a beautiful manner, in a beautiful mindset, because Lord has called, and he went away also with all these more things that Bhagavan could give him, because he was so happy with Tumburu. And he came happily, and with great respect he was allowed to go also when he had finished the performance. But at the same time, Brahmaji and other gods, remember what they were doing? They were standing up far away with arms closed, and they were looking, what is this? Why are we not allowed to come in? So they are also standing where they are, and they, from there only they are saying that Vishnu Maharaj ki jai, Vishnu Maharaj, Narayan Bhagwan ki jai. And by saying this, they also went away, because the performance is over. Now when everyone has gone away, then Narad Muni comes. And Narad Muni comes and he says, and when Narad Muni saw the great respect and reverence that Lord had for Tumburu, who is only a musician, and I am Muni Narad, second time Narad Muni is getting into trouble. Or Narad Muni is being, because inside Narad Muni also Narayana alone is functioning. So he is making him do these things. लीला कैसे चलेगी आगे? नहीं तो रामचंद्र जी का जन्म नहीं होगा और सीता का भी जन्म नहीं होगा. तो he becomes he became very depressed in his mind, and thinking that with a hot heart or with a disturbed mind, he started thinking in a depressed mood that, and when you start, this is one, again this point is coming here, dhyayato vishayan pumsaha, whatever you think, sangasteshu pajayate, you get attached. Whatever you see again and again, you get attached. And whatever you get attached, you desire. And kamat krodho bhi jayate, and when your desire is not fulfilled, you become angry. This is the sequence of all. Remember, one of the classes we saw that. So here same thing is happening. And when he started thinking again and again that this Tumburu was called, and I never got such type of respect and reverence. The Lord has never called me and given me a seat and asked me to perform for anyone. Now, how come he is more, and I can't even enter into that area? And because he is along with the gods and all the devatas, Brahmaji and other devatas, and because he's thinking of this feeling again and again, why I was not allowed, in that anger in his heart, suddenly he became, when you are in anger, you don't know what comes out of your mouth. Narad Muni's mouth also, something comes out. What is that? In the 14th verse we saw, what was it? Tata krodena mahata jajwala muni pungavaha lakshmim shashapa sahasa. And without knowing, without understanding why it is happening, out of his mouth a curse comes out. And what is that? Taddasi bhistiraskritaha. And kahan gaya? And because he was getting angry, all the dasis which were standing there, ब्रह्मचारी गेटिंग एंग्री, मुनि नारद गेटिंग एंग्री. सी ये जल रहा है. वो तुम्बुरु को ज़्यादा रिस्पेक्ट मिला तो ये जल रहा है. एंड दे स्टार्टेड पुटिंग हिम, laughing at him. He didn't curse any of the dasis. He cursed Mother Lakshmi, who is their boss. And what is the curse he gave? He says, Yadaham rakshasam bhavam gruhitva vishnu kantaya cheti bhirvarito duram vetraghatena taditaha tasmat sanjayatam lakshmi rakshasa garbha sambhava yatoham bahirakshiptaha चेटिभिः सावहेलनं हेलया राक्षसी च त्वां बहिः क्षेप्स्यति भूतले इत्युक्ते नारोपा something चकम्पे भुवनत्रयम्. So he says that Vishnu's wife, this Lakshmi, she has behaved with me like with a Rakshas bhav, and she has invoked the dasis who did my tiraskar, who said good and bad things about me. They were laughing at me, and I was not allowed to come where Tumburu was there, just like Brahmaji and others have gone. Then Naraji came, but he was also not allowed to come. And that time the dasis laughed because he was getting angry, he was getting disturbed, he was reacting to the situation. And therefore and this is the Rakshasa dharma, कि when you purposely किसी को चाबी देते हो, किसी को ट्रबल करते हो जानबूझ के, so that is a Rakshasa bhav. So he says, because she has troubled me in a Rakshasi manner through her dasis, therefore she will have to take birth through the garbha of a Rakshasi. Now slowly we are coming to, so she will be born through the garbha of womb of a Rakshasi. I have been removed from the congregation by the dasis and those cheti. I don't know what is chetis. We'll have to find out. That by them I have been thrown out of the congregation without any giving me any respect. Therefore, this Rakshasi through the Leela, she will throw you out of the earth, and we will see what happens. When Naradji gave this type of curse, all the three worlds started shaking. And then in the 18th verse, ha ha karam tataschakruhu deva gandharva danavaha narado vilalapatha dik dhing mamiti chabruvan narayana samayogo mahalakshmi samipataha aho tumburuna prapto dhing mam mudhamachetanam yoyam hare sannikasad dutair nirvasita katham jivan yasyami kutraham kim me tumburuna krutam rodamano muhur vidwan dhing mamiti cha chintayan tato narayano lakshmya shapam shrutva sudarunam. So here he says, at that time all the Dev, Gandharvas, Danavas, Asuras, etc., there was all kolahal everywhere, hahakar everywhere. Everyone was going, what is this? This is going to bring destruction. How can Lakshmi be cursed in this manner? What will happen to the three worlds? If Lakshmi goes away, all prosperity goes away. And when he heard those words of all the three worlds, Narad Muni is antaryami. He heard those words. He says, what have I done? And he starts feeling guilty and he says, fie upon me. How can these words come out of my mouth towards Lakshmi Mata? And he started crying and started, complaining. Why, how did this happen? By whose will? Or how can these words, I am a devotee of the Lord and Lakshmi, how can these words come out of me, out of my mouth? But this is what happens. Whenever we are angry, something comes out which we cannot take back, isn't it? Same thing is happening here. He is getting angry because he is comparing himself with others, and in that anger, something has come out. Yes, we can say it is, but are we of the same caliber as Narad Muni? No. Apna to, but the principle remains the same. At that level, at that Vaikuntha level, whatever comes out of Rishi Munis, Durvasa Muni and Narad Muni, it will be always something for by the will of the Lord only. In our mind, in our case, it is not the will of the Lord, it is our will, because we have a khujli. And he started crying, and he said, and he started crying, and still he is not, before he was not letting go of Srimati, and he cursed Narayana for to be taken birth as Ramchandraji. Now again he is comparing himself to Tumburu, and he says, Tumburu got very close to Narayana, and I am not allowed to get close to Narayana, sit at his feet and sing the glory of the Lord. And he became unconscious there in that thinking in this way, in this manner. Why did the Dutas of Vishnu throw me away from being close to him? Because he has not seen Brahmaji and others. They were already gone when he came. So why they have put me away? Now what is the point of living? Because of Tumburu all this has happened to me. Our case. Blame someone else. Never take responsibility. Because of Tumburu, this condition I have got into. And I am a knowledgeable, I am a Vidwan, and yet fee upon me. And he kept again and again thinking like this. He started crying. At that moment, when Narayan Bhagwan, he heard the distressing curse that Naradji has given to Lakshmi, he came along with Lakshmiji to Narad Muni where he was crying. And what did he say? He said, Lakshmya sah Rishikesha Ajagamayato Munihi Rama Prasadyam Tam Vipram Pratyuvacha Krutanjalihi Yaduktam Bhavata Mahiyam Tattatha Natadanyatha Tatra Kinchit Prarthayami Mune Tatkrupaya Kuru Aranyanam Muninam Vai Stokam Stokam Cha Shonitam Kalashapuritam Bhakshed Rakshasiya Cha Kamataha Tasya Garbhe Bhavishyami Tachonita Samudbhava Ityuktam Ramaya Chintya Sambhavanno Bhavediti. Continuing. Naradastu tatetyaha asya sarvam hitarunam tato narayano devaha proktavan naradam munim naham danena tapasa nejyaya napi tirthataha santushyami dvijashrestha yatha namnam prakirtitaha ganena nama gunayoho mama sayujyamapnuyat nidarshanam kaushikotra ganan mallokamaptavan murchanadiyutam ganam namnamati mama priyam tumburustat prabhavena priyastvattopi me dvija. Continuing, two more. Murchanatalayogena ganena tvam tatha bhava ulukam pashya gatva tvam yadi gane matistava manasottara shaile tu gana bandhuriti smrutaha tad gaccha shigram shaile Ganavans tvam bhavishyasi. Now, when Naradji, when Narayan Bhagwan heard the curse, he came along with Lakshmi where Muniji was, Narad Muni was. Where was Narad Muni? Outside the inner circle, if we can use that word. The inner circle, Tumburu was there, and Mahatma Kaushik was there, and the others, Malav and Malti was there, but Narad Muni was not allowed. Because he came with a comparative mind, he came with a competitive mind, he came with a judging mind. Such a mind is not allowed to enter into Vaikuntha. So he was kept outside. So where Narad Muni is standing, there Lakshmi and Narayana or Vishnu Bhagwan, they went and they put their palms together, and smilingly Lakshmi ji spoke to him, and she said, whatever you have said to me, that alone will happen. She accepts it gracefully, doesn't complain or cry. वो मूवी में दिखाते हैं कि मेरे साथ ऐसे मत करो, मेरे को छोड़ के मत जाओ, राधा वाधा कभी राधा वगैरह बीच में दिखाता ना, राधा कृष्ण, वो मेरे को वो सब ड्रामा है, वो कुछ नहीं है. She accepts joyfully, and if it doesn't happen this way, it will not happen. So your words will come true. But regarding what you have told me, that I'll be taking birth from a womb of a Rakshasi and I'll be thrown away and then come out of the earth, I have a request to you, O Narad Muni. Hey Muni, please do according to what my request is. At least this much you can do. Now you are repenting that you are cursed. At least do this. And she says, in a kalash, in a bowl, she's telling how she's going to be born. She says, a kalash full of the blood of Vanvasi rishis. A kalash, little bit blood from all the Vanvasi rishis, whichever Rakshasi with free will, with free will, drinks that blood of the Rakshasa, of the Munis and Rishis. From that Rakshasi's womb, I will take birth. And again, Lakshmi ji said, but this is an impossibility, that someone will take the blood of Rishi Munis and collect it in a pot, and then some Rakshasi will willingly drink that blood. And it's an impossibility. And therefore, it seems that this will never happen. That time, Narad ji said, "Aise hi hoga." It will happen. Because she is making a request. It is an impossibility. But when someone seconds it, Narad Muni's words are going to come true. So he says, it will happen the way you have said it, Mother Lakshmi. But he says, it will happen like this, but in this whole event, that blood to be taken from the rishis, put them into the pot, and then the Rakshasi drinking it, all this is very bhayankar, it is very terrible. The entire story, till all this happens, everyone, Rishi Munis are going to be troubled, and someone has to drink that blood. How terrible that someone is drinking the blood of Rishi Munis. So he is shivering there. That time Narayan Bhagwan spoke to him. He says, "O Dvija Shresht, O twice born, I get satisfied with dan, tap, yagya, tirtha, etc., but I get the most satisfied when someone does Naam Sankirtan of mine and loses himself." Naam Sankirtan क्या है? नाम जपो, राम राम रटो रे राम. आपके उधर भजन होता है ना एक, पर जपो हर क्षण, सब कुछ करते हुए नाम जप, नाम रटते रहो. So Bhagwan is telling here that I am happy by someone who is singing my glory, singing my name more than dan, jap, yagya, gyan, etc., etc. Siddhis. And the one who takes my name and who sings the glory of my character, such a person, he gets sayujya mukti, he becomes one with me. And here an example in front of you, Narad Muni, is this Mahatma Kaushik. This is not our Vishwamitra, it is Mahatma Kaushik. Look at him. Remember the story? He was taking the name and he refused to take the name of the Lord, and he put the nail in his tongue so that only by chanting my name and singing my name, he has attained Salokya Mukti in this lifetime itself. And he who takes, here in the 29th verse he says, Murchana, again Murcha word, Murcha Amurcha, means the one who gets lost, loses himself completely, अपने शरीर का भान, अपने मन का भान कि मैं हूँ करके, this also, that I exist, this also is not there in his mind. So this Mahatma Kaushik, he has in the Murchana Tal, he has practiced that, and he has attained this this capability, and therefore he is allowed to come into the Vaikuntha. And in this manner, because of this, because of this, Bhagwan Narayan is telling Narad Muni, because of this, Tumburu is more dear to me than you. Because he sings my glory. So till now, Narad Muni is great. He has got all the knowledge. He is the after Sanat Kumaras, he was born. But now he is going to learn how to sing the name of the Lord. अभी तक उसके पास 64 विद्या है. He has learned all the knowledge. He knows all the Vedas. He knows all the scriptures. He is good at warfare. He is good at music. He is good at politics. He is good at Sanskrit, grammar, Jyotish, Ayurveda. Everything he is good at. But all that has not allowed him to come close to the Lord. And the Lord is saying, the one who sings my glory, he is dear to me. So therefore, if you are interested to come close to me, Narayan is telling, if you are interested to come close to me, like Tumburu, like Mahatma Kaushik, then you go to Uluk. Uluk, Uluk का आपको पता है कौन है Uluk? किसी का बेटा है ये उलूक. So you go to Uluk and you meet him, and he lives on the north of Mansarovar mountain, and everyone knows him there by the name of Gana Bandhu. And you go quickly to that great mountain on the north of Mansarovar, which is Kailash mountain, and move in that direction. And when you go there, you will become proficient in the music that you are not knowing at the moment. And in this manner, Ityukto Vismaya Vishto Narado Vagvidambaraha Manasa Uttara Shaile Tu Gana Bandhu Ujagama Vai Gandharva Kinnara Yakshaha Tatha Chapsarasam Ganaha Samasinastu Parito गानबन्धुश्च मध्यतः गानशिक्षासमापन्नाः शिक्षितास्तेन पक्षिणा स्निग्धकण्ठस्वरास्तत्र समासीनामुदान्विताः ततो नारदमालोक्य गानबन्धुरुवाचः प्रणिपत्य यथा न्याय्यं स्वागतेनाभ्यपूजयत. And here in the first 5 verses he says, when Narayan Bhagavan spoke to him in this manner, he became very surprised. How come Narayan is telling that that I have to go, I know everything, and he is sending me to someone to study? So he was a bit bewildered, and then but he will not cross Narayana. So immediately turned and he went towards the north of Manasarovar, and there he found where Ganbandhu is the uluk. किसका बेटा था? मैं गूगल करो यार कोई. आजकल गूगल ही रह गया. हाँ, anyway, I'll find out whenever the next thing begins. I'll find out. And he went to him.
Which one? Like Pushpadant, we had Thuburu, and then there was Ulu. There were so many, so it's just pointing him to one of them. But I can't remember which day.
He is son of Shakuni. Uluka. This is one, but this is someone else. No, it may be someone else because he was killed there. So anyway, we'll find out. And then there the Gandharvas were there, Kinnaras were there, Yakshas were there, Apsaras were there, and they were surrounding this Ganabandhu from all the sides. And in the middle, Ganbandhu was sitting, and now I understand what is Uluk, because here it says it's a Pakshi. So Uluk means Ullu. And whose vehicle is Uluk? Lakshmi ji ka. Lakshmi ji ka hai. Huh? So now we know. So he was sitting in the middle of all of them, and he had taught all of them the art of music and instruments and singing, and and all of them were singing along with him and enjoying the Nam Sankirtan. That time when he saw Narad Muni come, immediately he got up and he did the pranams and did the puja archa and welcomed him, and he said to him in the 36th verse, he said, किमर्थं भगवन्नत्र चागतोऽसि महाद्युते किं कार्यं हि महाब्रह्मन् ब्रूहि किं करवाणि ते तच्छ्रुत्वा नारदो धीमान् प्रत्युवाच सपक्षिणम् उलूकेन्द्र महाप्राज्ञ शृणु सर्व यथा तथं मम वृत्तं प्रवक्ष्यामि तच्च भूतं महाद्भुतं वैकुण्ठनगरे ब्रह्मन् नारायण समीपगं मां विनिर्धूय सन्दृष्टं समाहूय च तुम्बुरुं लक्ष्मीसमन्वितो विष्णुः अशृणोद् गानमुत्तमं ब्रह्मादयो वयं सर्वे निरस्ताः स्थानतश्च्युताः कौशिकाद्या समासीना गानयोगेन वैहरिं समाराध्यैव सम्प्राप्ता गाणपत्यं यथा सुखं तेनाहमतिदुःखार्तो यत्तप्तं तु मया तपः यद्दत्तं यद्धुतं चैव यच्चापि श्रुतमेव हि यदधीतं च गानस्य कलां नार्हति षोडशीम्. We'll come back to it. Then he continues, oh great, oh Mahatejasvi, why have you arrived here? Why have you come here? Great Brahman, what is the reason? What is the work that you have to do here, that you have come? What can I do for you? After hearing all these words from Uluk or Ganabandhu, Muni Narad ji spoke to that bird. He said, oh, the one with the great Uluk, you are. He doesn't say Uluk, he says Ulukendra. Ulukendra means Indra. He is of the same level as Indra. Uluk Indra, Brahmendra, Shivendra. तो उसी तरह से Ulukendra. Listen to me what I have to say. And then अपनी दास्तां, दुखड़ी दास्तां उसको सुनाता है. I will tell you, because this is Adbhut Ramayan. He says, I will tell you a wondrous episode that has just happened. And what has happened? Hey Brahman, I had gone to the Vaikuntha Nagar and I wanted to go close to Narayan. At that time, I was thrown out of the place, and instead Tumburu was called, and the Lord and Mahalakshmi, they listened to Tumburu's music, but they didn't want to listen to me. And all the Brahmaji and all the other devatas, they were thrown out of that place. But Mahatma Kaushik, and he was allowed to sit there and listen to the music. It was done in his honor. It was done to please him. And Lord Narayana was pleased, and as a result, because Mahatma Kaushik also sang, Tumburu also sang. Tumburu was given with all the wealth and everything to send back, and Mahatma Kaushik was given a place in the Vaikuntha itself. So he says he was given the Ganapatya Pad. He was a Gana, one of the Adhipatis of the Ganas, and he was given that, and he is happy. But I am very, very miserable, because that means I have done so much tapasya, I have done so much studies, all that has gone to waste. I have not got anything. I am not allowed to go near the Lord. And in this way, he says, Yad dattam yad dhutam chaiva yad chapi shrutameva hi yadadhitam cha ganasya kalam narhati shodashim vishnur mahatme yuktasya gana yogasya vaitataha paschatapam cha me drushtva cha narayano bravit ulukam gacchade varshe ज्ञानबन्धुं मतिर्यदि गाने च वर्तते ब्रह्मन् स त्वं गानमाप्स्यसि इत्यहं प्रेषितस्तेन त्वत्समीपम् इहागतः किं करिष्यामि शिष्योऽहं मां पालयाव्यय. We'll conclude here, and because he is becoming the shishya of Uluk. And he says, he gave all that. Whatever dan I had done, whatever havan I had done, whatever shravan I had done, shravan of Ramayana, shravan of various scriptures and Upanishads and Puranas, all that shravan I had done, all the knowledge that I have gained, and all the Gan Vidya, I have got the 16 kalas. In that Gana Vidya also comes. He is good at all instruments, but we are not talking about instruments here. We are talking about name of the Lord, singing the glory of the Lord. So he says, I have learned all the 16 kalas, but it is equal to zero in front of these fellows, Tumburu and Mahatma Kaushik. And Vishnu Bhagwan told me that that he gives the greatest status to the Gana Yoga, meaning to the Nam Yoga, or the singing the Nam Sankirtan. And he said that because he saw how dejected I was, how miserable I was, how depressed I was, because I was not allowed to come close to him. So he said, I give the maximum importance, I keep the Naam Sankirtan as the highest. Everything else is lower than that. Hey Devarshi, and that time Bhagwan told me, hey Devarshi, if you are interested in learning to sing the Naam Sankirtan, then you go to Gan Bandhu Uluk, and he is the Acharya of the singing. And hey Brahman, only Narayan Bhagwan is saying, oh great Brahman, oh Narad Muni, then only you will be Nipun, you will be expert in music. And in this manner, sent by the Lord, I have come to you right now. Now what should I do? Oh, unknown one, I had never heard of you, but I am here. And I have come here as a shishya of yours, I have come here as a disciple of yours. You please take care of me and make me expert in Naam Sankirtan. And in this manner, कितना बाकी है? अभी बहुत है. So he will now learn. We will take it from here whenever we meet again. Huh? Because he has to catch the taxi. हाँ? हाँ? आपके मुंह में घी शक्कर. हाँ? And in this manner, Bhagwan, the Rishi Narad Muni, he became he asked Rishi Uluk or Gan Bandhu to accept him as a student, as a disciple. And he says, you take care of me, you nourish me whichever way is the right manner you think it is. पालन करना मतलब ये नहीं होता सिर्फ खाना पीना. In whatever way, mentally, physically. And with this we conclude. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. So the most important Bhagwan is saying is, नाम रटते रहो भगवान का नाम. सब कुछ करो. One girl in somewhere, she asked me, Swamiji, I am doing this, is it right by our culture? मैंने कहा नहीं है. सीधे बोल दिया. Or she was along with some guy, and she is not married, she is in love. I said, are you in love? She says, I don't know. Parents are angry with her because South Indian family. No, it's not accepted. So she says, what do I do? I said, don't do anything. Let everything go on as it is going on. But whatever you do, whatever you act, whatever you say, you offer. Who is your? I know you have met me only now, so you don't know who I am, what I am, and that's why you are brainstorming me to see if you can open up with me. So now you have opened up. So I said, whom do you, without any question, believe in? She says, Shirdi Sai Baba. I said, okay, do whatever you are doing, but you surrender every action at his feet. From inside, he will direct you the right way. देखो क्या होता है. Some episode it will come. तो ये है कि भगवान का नाम लेते रहो, अपने आप सब कुछ ठीक होने लग जाता है. हरि ओम. And with this we conclude our yatra. Northeast India pilgrimage. And wherever we'll start from where we have left and we'll take it from there. And I hope all of you are happy with the journey.